But speaking of, you talked about stadium bans. Maybe Valencia gets, they have to forfeit the second leg, and then the game in Baku is forfeited because of the Armenian thing, and we just are crowned Europa League champions tomorrow. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but speaking of that issue, we are now approaching the point where we have to discuss something that was an issue around our group stage against Karabag or Karadouchebag or whatever they're called. Frankly, based on his play lately, I'm not sure we want him there. But if we make the final, John, does Henrik Mkhitaryan petition the Azerbaijani government for a special visa? I think we know that he would get one, but do we go that route with Mkhitaryan if we make the final?
I think they offered him one before when we were in the group stage, and he said he denied it and said no, it's fine. I don't want to cause any.
The game was almost a dead rubber, though.
Yeah, he's so bad away from home. Like, his form is so bad. But if you don't take him, that means you're chucking on from the bench. Well, not Denis Suarez. I don't even know who that guy is. He hasn't played for us, has he?
Well, he's hurt anyway.
I mean, Nketiah, I guess. And I don't know who you'd put. You'd have to take him just because you need the players on the bench, because you need something off the bench. But I certainly wouldn't start him, no. If there was anyone else we could take who's serviceable, I'd take them, because his away form is atrocious, honestly.
Yes, his home form hasn't been lovely either lately. I mean, he had that month after he returned from injury where he was outstanding.
Yeah,
and it just completely fell apart. It's ridiculous that they were picked to host this final, given their international ban of Armenians. I mean, I don't claim to know the background. I know it's a very complex background. Seems to me that that a country that says you're not allowed to come here shouldn't be hosting. But I guess you could say that about the United States right about now.
Oh, it's weird. I mean, it goes into like the World Cup with Qatar having it and the issues there, and it's the stupid thing of sport trying to remove itself from politics. And every other sport, I think,
very idealistic.
Yeah, I think most other sports actually do it quite well. And football is the only one that is absolutely atrocious. And FIFA and UEFA just go, oh, we're just going to ignore everything that's happening in the real world. We're just here to play football. And, the amount of money we're getting has nothing to do with it whatsoever. To be fair, I can't actually think of a single Armenian player other than Mkhitaryan. So.
Yeah, I mean, there really aren't. Nikki, by the way, you're wrong. If we finish fifth, Spud's fourth, and we win Europa League, Spuds are not moved out of fourth place. There's just 5 Champions League teams. So that's a commonly done thing. Last word on Baku. If I had like an extra $4,000 lying around, I would 100% fly off to Baku. I would stand outside the stadium wearing a Mkhitaryan jersey, holding up a big boombox on my shoulder, blasting System of a Down for like hours before the game, and and it's fine because I have tons of life insurance, or life assurance. Sorry. In lighter news, did you hear about the big love story in the Arsenal women's team?
I did not hear about this. No.
Yeah, apparently Danielle Donk, star midfielder for the brand new Women's Super League champions, is getting married. Unfortunately, it's not to an Arsenal player; it's to a Wolves player, midfielder Leander Dendoncker. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, midfielder for Arsenal, number 7, Daniel Dendoncker. It's the best name. They're not actually getting married.